In Connecticut's Democratic presidential primary. Now, Clinton has won 4 out of 5 contests tonight. All right, a lot of delegate issues. Let's head on over to Bill Hemmer. He's standing by at the big board to give us a big delegate count. What do we got?
Sean, good evening to you. On the board now, our delegate tracker here has Donald Trump at 950 delegates. Needs to get the 1237 magic number. He's just shy of 300 needed so far. On the night, Sean, he's won 105 delegates that were up for grabs out of a total of 118, and some of this could change a little bit. 105 is a blowout number based on all the estimates prior to tonight. He swept Connecticut, got all 28 delegates in Connecticut. He won winner-take-all Delaware, got all 16 delegates in Delaware. Maryland has 38 delegates on the map tonight. So far, Trump has taken 35 in the state of Maryland. That may go a little higher. We'll see. 3 delegates outstanding, and he won all 17 at large in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's where we are at the moment at 950. So as we go forward now, and well, Tuesday, a week from now, is Indiana, right? And you know the Fox polling came out last Friday afternoon. If it stays this way, Sean, you know that's another pickup for Trump. And we're going to talk more about the Hoosier State in the next 7 days than you've heard about in a very long time. Going back to Gene Hackman as head coach there. And then we'll go to Nebraska the following Tuesday. Looks good for Cruz. Same day, West Virginia looks good for Trump. Not all 34, but a good chunk of it in West Virginia that day. Following week, Oregon seems a bit of a split right now between Donald Trump and John Kasich. We'll see how that continues, but Trump a slight delegate lead in Oregon. Cruz has a slight delegate lead in Washington State. So now we're in the month of June, and we'll just tick through this quickly. We believe, as it stands today, Trump wins Cruz wins winner-take-all in Montana. Cruz wins winner-take-all in South Dakota. Also that day, New Mexico. We did a little calculation the last couple of days. We think Trump picks up a few more delegates than the others as it stands right now. And then you're in California, 172 on the line delegate total. We think Trump will win 109 in the state of California. That same day now, over here on the East Coast is winner-take-all New Jersey. So he's at 1,164. He would be 73 shy of the magic number of 1237. And winner-take-all New Jersey at 51 would put him at 1,215, making him 22 delegates shy. Now, already tonight, if Nate Silver has been crunching the numbers among the 54 delegates in Pennsylvania that are free agents, basically. Sean, if you go through the list on his website, they have the winners from the delegate face-off tonight in Pennsylvania. Of those 54, a total of what appears to me, as I count them up, 36 of the 54 have said they'll either vote for Trump on their first ballot or they will vote for the person who won their congressional district. So let's drill down a little bit and see on the results page here just what happened in these 5 states tonight, okay? Trump is in purple. This is Rhode Island with the county map. Trump 64%, 99% reporting. This is Connecticut tonight. Trump's in purple. 58%, 82% reporting. This is Pennsylvania. A few counties outstanding, 4 more to fill in at the moment. 72% of the vote is in. Trump's at 57%. This is the state of Maryland tonight, and this is Delaware. So far, he has won every county in every state that had a primary tonight. 5 for 5. And a clean sweep, not just of the state, Sean, but of the entire counties in these 5 areas. I mean, that is extraordinary. And I don't know anyone in this business or in politics or in the country who made that prediction prior to the vote today. That's what you call a clean sweep with a capital C and a capital S all the way. Now, how does Trump make an argument for winning in a general election? If you look at some of the geographic regions in the country so far, he's won up here in the Northeast. We've marked that, New Hampshire, and then down here in Massachusetts. It was at 35% in New Hampshire, just shy of 50% in Massachusetts a while back. Down here, so that's the Northeast. Deep south is Mississippi. Next door, Alabama. Trump has won in both states down there as well. And a few others in between, granted, but I'm just making the point about geography here. And out here in the Southwest in Arizona, 47% of the vote in Arizona, and up here in Nevada, well, that's Clinton Sanders, Hillary Clinton beating Bernie Sanders that night by 5 points, but on the Republican side, in the state of, yeah, let me try and get the, hang on one second here, we'll try and get this thing. Yeah, I mean, it was cooking with gas there for, okay, here we go. Trump, you know, 46% of the vote. You see the point, you see the argument he's building here for this general election. I know you've got Newt coming up here in a moment here. Sean, one other thing here, and I'm very curious to get his take and yours as well. Trump's going to make the argument that he can win in states like Pennsylvania. And after tonight, you're like, wow, maybe he can. You know, he's talked a long time about that he could win in the state of New York. Maybe he can. But if you look at the primary raw vote total from a week ago in New York, the Democrats had 1.8 million votes cast. Republicans had 800,000. That's a 1 million vote spread. In Pennsylvania, I was just looking at the numbers, about 60% of the total vote in between Republicans and Democrats. And there's still a couple 100,000 more raw votes on the Democratic side than the Republican side. If you're going to make the case, you need a bigger turnout and a better turnout in November. That's just the point on that. So there's a lot more to get into, and we'll go to the look ahead, and we'll change some things up here and show you, if Trump does not do what we said, what the scenario could be, Sean.
You know, Bill, we'll get back to you, but think about this. So we have New York. We have about, what, 92 out of 95. Tonight, 105 out of 118 bound delegates. Then we've got the 54 unbound delegates, and we'll be going back to Bill Hemmer all throughout the night and finding out what happened with those. I had put up, Bill, as we talked about last night on my webpage, those delegate names that were on the ballot in Pennsylvania and whether they were supporting Trump, Cruz, or Kasich. So we should have more of those numbers coming in as well. All right, so we'll get back to Bill Hemmer at the big board. Now, before we go, quick programming note.